Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I am Jen Mitchell, owner and founder of Jen Mitchell Travel. And this is our part of our series of our virtual travel educational series. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a guest speaker on to talk about a different destination, cruise line, all kinds of fun stuff. So we have one link to sign up for any of our classes, and you can sign up for one or all of them all at one time. We have on the call a couple of our team members. So we have Irene Triviani, if you want to say hi to pop in.
Hi, guys.
And Brittany Cruz.
Hello.
And we have been in business in Naples, Florida for about 7 years. Very recently, we were voted 3rd year running Best of the Best in the Gulf Shore by Gulf Shore Life magazine, Best Travel Agency. And we are a virtuoso agency by our affiliation with McCabe World Travel. If you're not familiar with Virtuoso, we have connections and partners all over the world, such as Mina here for Greece, but for hotels as well. For cruise lines, we get you lots of extra perks, added amenities, VIPing that you really can't get anywhere else. We are preferred partners with most of the luxury hotel brands, so Four Seasons, Rosewood, Mandarin, Ritz-Carlton, just to name a few. And that also gets you more perks. So when you check into a hotel, you're not just a credit card to them. You are a VIP, you get flagged, they make sure to greet you special, you get a nice little gift in your room from us. And so you really do feel like you're treated better when you book through Jen Mitchell Travel. So today on our series, we have Mina Agnos joining us. She is the president of Travelive, a destination management provider for Greece and the Mediterranean, although we were talking specifically about Greece today. She is a Greek American from Kansas City, Missouri, that moved to Athens in 2008 to open their local office there, and that's been their home ever since. She has some great accolades. She is a specialist for Greece in Travel Leisure Magazine, Condé Nast Traveler, and Town and Country Magazine. And she is one of our favorite partners. We love to collaborate with her on some great custom itineraries in Greece for our clients. So today, we're going to be discussing Greece post-COVID-19, some of the health and safety updates, just get a better picture of what it's looking like now that it's opening and what you can expect in Greece today. So we were talking a little bit before the call about how everything is so uncrowded right now. And there are some places like the Greek Isles that have become super popular in cruising. And I feel like, last year I had lots of comments from clients saying Santorini, Mykonos were super crowded and they wish it weren't so crowded. Well, now is the chance to do that and not feel those crowds, because those cruise ships are not going to be in port for some time. So I'll let Mina kind of go into the specifics on this, but I think it'll be a great topic. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and just ask them in the chat box below, and I'll make sure those questions get asked, or during the end, we can open it up for questions and we can just unmute everybody. Okay, so thank you again, Mina, for joining us, and I'll let you take it from here. I'll open my screen share if you have anything to share with us.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. Let's see if I'm going to share it with you. There we go. So you can see me now, right?
I can.
Perfect. Okay, so I wanted to go over what, well, first of all, again, thanks again. I'm Mina from Travelive. We're going to be talking about Greece today. I love working with Jen and her team. We are her people on the ground. So I am based in Athens, Greece. We do cover Greece and the Mediterranean and do everything from the hotels, yacht charters, villas, any kind of special services or custom services that you could possibly imagine. We're here to make your dreams happen based on your interests, your preferences, and to really just make special things happen for you here. So sorry about that. Let's go down. What we're going to talk about, what's happening in Greece post-COVID-19, the latest updates and opening information that we've got, safety and new travel regulations, and what you can expect if you're traveling this year. as well as trends and destinations to consider for this year and next year. So we've been seeing a lot of specific trends coming up this year. First of all, we had a pretty strict lockdown. Our lockdown started 4 days after the first case. We were at home for a couple of months. We required permits to leave. We had a total number of cases from the beginning until today, totaling 3,148. So Greece did a really great job, was one of the most successful countries in Europe and of course in the world in general. And we're reopening, so we're really excited about this. Our timeline, we have started. So Monday was our official launch date. Our ferries started operating last month at 50% capacity. Our city and year-round hotels opened or were allowed to open earlier this month, on the 1st of June. Seasonal and resort properties, so those hotels on the islands that you see overlooking the cliffs, they are allowed to open as of Monday, although several are waiting until a little bit later, early July. Our international flights are now flying into both Athens and Thessaloniki from 29 countries. Not in the US yet, but those will be coming soon as well. On July 1st and July 15th, we're going to be getting additional countries that are going to be allowed to travel from their airports into our airports as well. And we will be opening the additional airports throughout Greece, so international flights can go into the islands as well. Safety measures and things that you can expect to see. Our museums have opened as of Monday. There's a limited number of visitors per hour, so we are making sure to pre-book so that there is that space available. Ferries are going to continue operating at 50% until at least July 1st. We don't know what's going to happen after that, but the anticipation is that it could continue. The beaches are open. There is limited capacity in terms of the number of people per so many square meters. There will be no cruise ships until further notice. So this is indeed the year to travel in Greece and really experience some of these islands in a way that they haven't been seen in decades, literally. Yacht charters are operating. They started around May 25th. You can stay with Greek waters, always great. And our restaurants have been open since in May. Limited internal seating has now been included as of this past Monday as well. For those who are traveling in Greece, there is not going to be any quarantine requirement expected as of July 1st. So for Americans coming into Greece, the expectation is that you will arrive and be able to go onto your destination. You're not going to have to be stuck somewhere. You are not going to be required to wear a mask in most cases, but hotel staff, restaurant workers, some of the people you come into contact with will. So if that's a problem, it may be some when it comes to thinking about your travel plans. For transfers, tours, larger vehicles are going to be used. So, this year if you're traveling, you might not be transferred in sedans, you might be in minivans to really ensure that there's enough space for that distance. The only time you're going to be required to wear a mask is when you are on ferry, public transport, in a taxi, or on a domestic flight. So those are the only times where it's going to be required, and you'll definitely have to. There will be less supply this year in terms of the hotels. So for one of the trends we're seeing this year in terms of the properties is that if you've got a hotel company that operates a few hotels in a destination, they may be opening just one. That limited capacity coupled with that higher cost to maintain those health and safety standards means that discounts are not necessarily something we're expecting to see this year. What we are seeing is the value added. That means those additional upgrades, the VIP service, some special amenities, special dinners, and things that you do get as a Virtuoso traveler from Jen Mitchell, but also because this is a special year and there is space to do more and make it a really special experience for you. These are some of the new trends we're seeing this season. The yacht charters, I don't know of any better ways to social distance yourself. Off the radar islands, traveling to destinations more privately, of course the villas. We are seeing that there is that movement back to the holistic experiences, so kind of coming out of this crazy time and really kind of getting back in touch with yourself and finding that peace. And of course, those unique, authentic experiences. These are the glory days of Greece. I mean, this year we're going to have limited crowds. We're not going to have a lot of cruisers. We're not going to have the traffic, the selfie sticks, the groups of people in some of those more popular bucket list destinations like Santorini and like Mykonos, which were the ones that were really kind of becoming over touristed. Another thing this year is the long stays in all suite or villa destinations. So we're seeing that people have been requesting a stay of 2 to 3 months in one place where they can work remotely and still enjoy life in a beautiful place without kind of all the chaos that they're experiencing back home. Traveling between destinations we'll touch on again as well. We do have the ferry and the flights, but we do have additional options. And continuing trend is connecting those off the radar destinations with those popular ones. So instead of doing Mykonos and Santorini, maybe visiting Paros or Naxos together with Santorini. The more authentic experiences in those local destinations is something that's definitely coming up. And we're also seeing that there are incentives for the early bookings for 2021 in terms of value added and special upgrades. So getting around, ferry and flights have always kind of been the key ways to get around. Ferry service has always been known as kind of not necessarily the most fun way to travel, although it's interesting. But you know, this year with some of the special measures with the mask use, we are seeing that people are preferring to look at private ways to travel. So helicopters, high-speed rib boats, private yachts, different ways that you can get around without having to get into the flights and the ferries if it's something you're not comfortable doing. We've seen a couple of different ways that people are wanting to travel. There is the get there quick and stay there a long time. And then hop around to the places that we've wanted to always go to or revisit, but doing it in a way that's more authentic and more unique because this is the time that you can do it. So starting with those hop arounders, the cyclades have been kind of our most popular and our most famous of the island groups in Greece. This is home of Mykonos, Santorini. Here you can see the beaches of Santorini and Paros. Santorini, of course, is the most famous of the islands in the cyclades. This year, we're seeing a little bit of a shift towards doing more private villas, doing some of those more all-suite hotels. Most of the experiences are kind of outside, so you don't have to be closed inside spaces. We've got great wineries and, of course, the sailing experiences. This is the year to see the Santorini caldera without the crowds. It's going to be something very special. Paros really started to make a name last year with the opening of Perilia Hotel. This is a great island which has been very famous with Greeks and Europeans, but hasn't really made it onto the radar of the American traveler. It's a really great place to go that we used to call kind of the experience of Mykonos 20 years ago, but now you still have that great authenticity in a place that's not quite as jet set, but does offer incredible beaches, really beautiful places to stay, and it's a nice place to consider as a central hopping point or if you want to have a long stay. Mykonos, of course, the very famous island known for its jet set, its vibrant nightlife, its beach parties. This year, we do expect those to continue. The yacht charters have already started and they're definitely congregating around the island, but it is going to be a world-class island experience without that level of crowdiness. For those looking for a little more culture, Naxos is the largest island in the Cyclades. This is a place where you can go, hang out with locals, experience that really local culture, local food cultural as well. And Naxos is still an island that is very localized. So it doesn't have any external national hotel development. Everything is owned and operated by people who grew up on the island. So it's a different feel from some of the other islands that have a lot more kind of external investment. For you sailors out there, Milos is something you certainly want to consider. So Milos has got the incredible pristine beaches. It's got really beautiful places that are only accessible by sea. So if you are not on a boat, you can't get there. So for people who are interested in being on the water, it's a really beautiful, unique way to experience some of the Greek islands. One of the islands that fits kind of both is Crete. It's the largest island we have in Greece. If you consider the size of something like Mykonos or Santorini, you can drive across in an hour or less. This is when to drive across, you need a good 5 to 6 hours. So you've got great cities, you've got mountains, you have hiking, biking, you've got classical sites, you've got local foods, you've got culture. You really have kind of something for everyone. So you've got international airports that you can fly into, you can stay in one place, have a lot of different kinds of experiences without having to worry about getting to other destinations on a ferry or hopping around. So it's one place where you can kind of go and spend a long time. It's one of the things that we're definitely seeing people are looking for this year. Zakynthos is another great option. So if you're looking for something incredibly exclusive, very unique, Portozante Villas is a very upscale luxury villa resort. So you can get there, have your own private pool, your own private section of the beach. It's a really great place to kind of go and isolate if you're looking for something that's really kind of luxurious and feels very authentic and local. And of course, Athens. We're having a great revival here in the city of Athens. We've got a lot of hotel properties. The Athenian Riviera is really getting a lot of interest and press. We had the new Four Seasons that opened up on the Athenian Riviera last year. And it's kind of changing from being just that dropping off point where you get to fly out to the other islands or to go places, to a place where people want to stay longer term and really enjoy the local culture and enjoy the food and see a lot of the things that there is to see in Athens. It's not a 2-day destination alone, although that's kind of what it's been for a long period of time. So it's something to consider if you want to stay longer. And for those staying in Athens or somewhere like the Athenian Riviera, the Saronic Islands make a really great day trip or a really great area to do yacht charters too. So from the Four Seasons, we can bring a boat right up to the hotel and take him either on a day trip to Hydra, to Poros, or you can do a multi-day yacht charter where you can kind of experience these beautiful islands. Hydra is the famous one with no cars, where donkey is the main form of transport. So there are a lot of different things that you can do and see some really untouched places. And again, not have to worry about crowds or being around a lot of people if you don't want to be. The Peloponnese is also a short drive from Athens. This is the southern part of Greece. It is a large island, but it is considered part of the mainland. It is a place where you've got great villages. You have lots of history, UNESCO sites. You've got great sea. And this is one of our featured properties, the Euphoria Retreat at Mistra, which is a world-class spa. So if you have interest in doing some of the spa retreats, like the major spa hotels that you know about from all over the world, this is something that you should consider. It's brand new, it's really not on the radar, and it offers something that's really special and very Greek and authentic. And finally, this connects again very well from Athens and from the Peloponnese. This is in northern Greece, Meteora. These are monasteries that are perched on top of these limestone cliffs, and it's something that isn't really a picture you're accustomed to seeing of Greece, but it is a very unique, beautiful experience and something that you can always enjoy and get to in a way that's very unique and different. So those are some of the off the radar spots we've been seeing a lot of interest in. I'm happy to take any questions you have about what's happening in Greece and experiences we can have. Again, I'm Nina Agnos. You can always reach out to me with any questions, and of course, Jen and her team. So I thank you so much for your time and attention, and we're here to help you on the ground in Greece.
Thank you so much, Mina. This was fantastic. It definitely got me excited about Greece, and hopefully we can plan a trip soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to some questions. If we don't get any, then we'll just be here if you need to ask any questions of us later.
Jen, they haven't said exactly when they're going to open up for the U.S. market, flights coming in and so forth.
We don't know yet. The expectation was July 1st. That looks like it's going to be pushed back to around the 15th, potentially early August. We're not going to know until the next couple of weeks. So as soon as we get that information, we'll be sharing it with you. Until then, it's really just kind of waiting to see as each stage kind of progresses. So we just opened to the 29 countries on Monday. Based on what's going to happen in the next several days, we should start getting new indications of what's going to happen next.
All right, well, thank you so much. This has been great, and hopefully we can have you back again. And again, email me any questions that you have at jen@jenmitchelltravel.com, and I would be happy to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We hope to see you in Greece.